It has been a really weird couple of weeks, and some things have transpired in my life. I don't even get out much. I don't even socialize a lot, and yet I have some stories. Things are, they're going on. Things are happening. I'm stuttering. There's so much that I want to tell you guys. There's one thing in particular that I'm going to talk to you about today. Is like, I'm just blown away, and I'm going to need your help on this one. So yeah, we're going to do a chatty get ready with me. I have a couple products that I want to try, and we're just going to play with a little makeup and hang out and talk. So if that sounds cool, stick around because I'm about to get into it. But before I do, if you haven't already, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, come hang out on my channel. It'd be really great to have you here. And with that being said, let's get into today's video. I did do a little bit of shopping. I did a haul video, and I purchased the Rare Beauty Skin Tint, and I purchased the Makeup by Mario Plumping Blush in the shade Just Peachy, I think is the name of it. Has hyaluronic acid in it and all that. I guess that's where they get the plumping from, is that. So we're going to go ahead and rock out a nice summery, like glowy look today, and I'm just going to tell you some stories and stuff. I don't know. Let's just get into it. So I worked last week. It was something that didn't require writers, and a friend of mine had something, and I'm going to have to say, this is going to be like a code thing. I'm going to say maybe good person, bad person, friend, not friend. I don't know how it's all going to work out, but we're just going to get into it. My sister came to town, and I'd gotten a call of, you know, hey, can you help me? I have to go out of town. It was a family thing. It was an emergency. And I said, sure, you know, no problem. And it's a gig that she had for like 4 days. And it was a great job. Everyone was super nice and everything went very smoothly. But it wasn't the job so much that was the thing that's about the story as it was what she shared with me about what she'd heard from someone else that I had worked with previously. So we had both worked on this same show. I had worked on it and got my freaking butt kicked, and she had been asked to work on it when I stepped away, and we were supposed to like talk about it. She said she had something to, you know, I think there were issues before she even got into it, and I was like, oh no, I'm sure everything's going to be fine. And then she said that she'd had an experience, and oh, I'll tell you all about it later, but we never got around to, I mean, months had passed, and I'm sitting there and I'm visiting with Jody, and she starts telling me the story of like what had happened. Oh my goodness. Well, I am sworn to secrecy, so I wanted to immediately say something when she was telling me what was going on, and she asked me to just not do that, just keep it to myself, and what happened had happened, and that's that for that, but just, you know, don't let this particular person know that I got a job through her or anything like that. And the particular person also runs jobs and things like that and has hired me for jobs and stuff like that. But what she told me is that when she was working with said person, she had plans to do something. And a lot of times when we need to step away, there are plenty of people to handle it, so that it's usually fine. And I've seen this person that I'm talking about do the same thing on many, many occasions, and it's never been a problem. Well, I'm not going to get into the full detail of what transpired, but there was a thing that was planned, and she asked, hey, can I go and do blah, 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 and the response was just not what it should have been, and to me, I would call it criminal. But she doesn't want to do anything about it. I can't really elaborate a whole lot. It's not like call the police like that, but I just think what happened was really wrong and really loathsome. And when she was telling me what had happened, I was just kind of like, I know it's terrible. I'm sure you guys want to know, but everything is code. She like swore me to freaking secrecy. And I said, hey, all right, no problem. This is your guys' deal, and I'm going to let you handle it yourself. You're a big girl. I think that something should be said, but if you don't want to say it, I respect that. I'm not going to say anything. But what she shared with me next, I had already decided I didn't want to work with this person anymore. So let me just rewind and say that before I get into what she shared with me next. Once I had heard what had happened, I knew right then and there I wasn't going to hit up this person for a gig anymore. I wasn't. And then she decided to let me know what was said about me. And I was a little floored. I think what she had to deal with was, you know, a lot worse than what she shared with me. But apparently this person who likes to talk, this is the Rare Beauty N32. Is that what it is? In case anyone wants to know. I don't have my glasses on because Let me just confirm that. Okay, yes, it is. We're gonna go ahead and get into this. It's got the seal on it. It was the last one, and it looks like it has makeup and stuff on it, but whatever. It's got a seal on it, so I'm good. It's zero stress on that one. My sister's sitting next to me, and I don't have her on speaker, but she could hear what my friend was saying, and I guess this person had said about me that when I was working this job with them, and the reason why I wasn't called back to work it, let me tell you the reason. I was asked and I said no thank you. That was the real reason. But the real reason why I was not called back in this person's mind was that I had done a bad job, and then proceeded to say, you know, what a lousy worker I am, and or just incapable, and just a lot of stuff that just was kind of. I've known this person for a while, and I've worked with this person before, and every time I have, it has been a bit of a struggle bus. And it's not, I didn't at the time, I'm usually a pretty good judge of character. I didn't see it as like, oh, this is a bad person. It was just more like, we don't have like, this person can be a little grating after a while, and it's a little tiresome, you know, the type that just talks and talks, and you're just like, oh, okay, well, that's a lot. It's a lot. I wouldn't hit this person up for a lot of work. I found a crew that I vibe with really well, and they often get, you know, gigs, and I just kind of found my group and my vibe. The rare times this person would reach out, you know, if I really needed the work, I would do it. If not, I'd be like, no, I'm good. So this person reached out, I went, and I did my thing. Now, let me just say this. When I go into work, I give my 100 freaking percent. I know I'm all over the place, but it's going to circle back and it'll all make sense. So I was kind of surprised. I was taken aback, and that doesn't happen very often. So this person is basically saying that I'm not a good worker, and I can't, you know, pull my own weight, and I can't do this, and I can't do that. I may not be able to push and pull, you know, the super heavy stuff like the guys do, because I'm not a guy. But I will give my 100. And when I was on that job, I keep holding this, I haven't even done it yet, and just kind of shaking it up and not putting it on my face, but let's get into this. I worked my butt off. I was all over the area where we were working, lifting, carrying, doing, and a lot of them, and this person in particular, hung out on the truck the entire time, unboxing stuff and putting things away. It doesn't take all day to do that. These were like 15 to 17 hour days, and this person just hung out there all day. Another person just kind of like did something downstairs, and they were all just kind of like hanging together, and then they would hang out off the clock for long periods of time. Did I shake it up enough? Okay. Oh yeah, I think this is gonna work. Okay, good. I was a little worried about the shade, but let's give this a try. So I was exhausted. When the job was over, I was ready to get the hell out of there because I had worked so hard doing this freaking job. So when I'm hearing this, I was a little floored. I don't know what to do with the information. I think, like I said, what she went through was worse than hearing this person talk crap about me. I'm just a little surprised that this person would talk crap about me. And this person was invited to my 50th birthday, by the way. Not by me, by my sister-in-law. Knows my sister-in-law and always speaks very highly of her and this, that, and the other. And it's like, I don't know, I want to say something. I can't even tell you how badly I want to frickin' say something. And neither of these people watch my channel. My own family doesn't watch my channel. I remember I was showing a video to my mom, and she was like looking everywhere but at what I was showing her. And then I showed her a video of like Michelle McDaniel, who is very talented. Like, my thoughts will probably offend you, is the name of her channel. Mom, oh, she's really talented. I'm like, yeah, that's my mom. Thanks, Mom. But they don't watch my channel, so I'm not stressing about it. I'm not going to go into full detail. She just wanted to make sure that I didn't tell him that I'd gotten work from her. And he doesn't really call me very often anyway. But odd thing, I'm sitting there and it's like, it was Thursday. So it was a 4-day deal. And Thursday, just sitting there, and out of the blue, he calls and he left a message. I didn't answer. Obviously, he left a message. I didn't know what to say. I haven't responded, was what I wanted to say. I haven't called him back yet because I just don't know if I can, like, I'm not good at like the faking of stuff. I don't have a poker face, as it were. And I told her I wouldn't say anything, you know. And it's really hard I can't kind of work out in my brain how I'm going to have a phone conversation with this person knowing that they're talking crap about me behind my back and being all cool to me to my face. Do you know what I mean? I don't like people like that. I'm not like that, and I don't like to associate with people like that. So I know I'm not going to she had said to me when I was talking to her today, like, he might have been calling you for work or whatever. And I'm like, even if he was, honestly, I'm not going to work with him anymore. So it really doesn't matter if he has a job right now. I don't want it. I just don't. I don't need to be around that and work my body into the ground to where I'm like literally limping because my foot is so freaking swollen because I've been standing the whole time dealing with hundreds and hundreds of people while they hang out on the freaking truck so they can go ahead and talk about how I'm a bad worker. I'm so offended right now. So offended. So yeah, hearing that and knowing that I didn't like see that person for who they were is kind of surprising and makes me kind of sad because I have known this guy since I was working back at Jinkies. I would run into him at Starbucks. He'd hang out with this group of older gentlemen and they'd all gawk at me while I waited in line to get my coffee. But I would just, you know, brush this person off and be like, whatever. It's like, it is what it is. But it's funny because yeah, we do. We go way back. We have kind of history, not like best friends. We like hang out or anything, obviously, from, you know, you guys can tell by how I'm talking about it, but I'm just surprised and really disappointed. So I don't know if, and when that phone conversation comes, I guess I'm just gonna have to do my best to mask my feelings and just say thank you, but no thank you if it is a job, which I doubt it is because the strike's still going and probably will for 100 days. Yeah, and just keep stepping because I just don't want to be around people like that. But that was really something, and my heart goes out to my friend who had to go through what they put her through. It was just really stupid, and I hope that she changes her mind, and if she does, then I will definitely stand by her when she decides to call this person out on what they did, because that's what I think should happen. And yeah, that was something. So I worked on this gig. Moving on, because I don't want to be pissed off the entire time. This looks really pretty, and I really like it. I'm liking it. It's a little yellowy, but I think I could pull it off. I'm not sure if it's going to oxidize a lot. It's not like a lot of coverage, but it does feel very moisturizing. It feels very light on the skin. I swatched it in Sephora and it felt like I was kind of nervous that it might be a little heavy. It's not that heavy. It's actually really nice. See, it's so hard because I love the Fenty one so much. They're both beautiful, but the Fenty one is just, I don't know. Like I said, it's not a review. It's just a first impression. I have to try it first before I really can come back with any kind of particular thought. And I have so many other thoughts right now. It's hard to get a fully formed one on this one, but it's pretty and we're going to go with that. So like I was saying, my best friend / sister came to town to stay, and she almost never does that because she's terrified to come back since the 94 earthquakes when we were living together. We made the exodus out of here and lived in Vegas for, a little while. She has never returned where I obviously came back. So it is a rare day that she comes out, but she wanted to have girl time, and so did I. Haven't seen her and actually spent considerable time in a while. So she's like, I'm gonna come out and stay the weekend, and we had so much fun just laughing and spending time together. I took her to Five Below. I was telling you guys in my little haul video, and we had plans to do facials and hang out and girl stuff, but she fell in love with Five Below and just wanted to shop there and hang out there, and we ended up coming back and watching a movie. We watched Jesus Revolution. Phenomenal. We rented it. It was freaking great, dude. I loved it. It was just so good. What am I gonna go into? A little bit of concealer because I feel like I need it. I look really tired, and I am tired. So I'm going to conceal up here so I can look a little more awake. I wanted her to film with me. I did my whole deal where I set the camera up and everything in here so she could see what it was like and what she looked like on camera when, I had the light on and everything. And it was so neat, but she's not one to want to film and do stuff like this. This is just not her jam. It's just not her thing. So I respected that, and I said, hey, no worries. So we watched movies and we hung out and did that whole deal. And, just like I would like to have my mom, who doesn't really care much about my channel, whatever, it is what it is, it's not that big of a deal, and Jody, and just be here and do the whole thing. It would be so fun. It would just be so fun. In my mind, I think, oh, what a great time, but not everybody likes to do it, not everyone's into the deal. So we had a visit, and it was great, and she felt very comfortable here, and I was glad because I was worried that she was going to be a little scared, which also I would understand because that stuff's traumatic, It happens when you go through stuff like that. I'm wanting to go out to Vegas again soon, and I don't know if I know that I worked, but I'm trying to find more work. That's another thing. I had a job interview. let's segue into that part. So she's in town, and the day that she showed up, you know, it was early in the morning. I'm like, oh, yeah, dude, I have an interview that I need to go to. It's like an open call for Nordstrom's. They put out this thing for makeup, and I was like, oh, you know, exciting. I'm totally down. Let's do it. I need something to supplement my income, and if I like it, then I'll stay, and if I don't, then I won't. So makeup's all done, everything's groovy. Jody's here, and she's like, oh, cool, I'll work on my stuff, and she's got her little laptop, and you go do the interview thing, and it's all good. So I go in there, and I do the interview, and the kid that I meet he's such a sweetheart. It's a good interview. We're laughing, we're vibing, we're talking. Turns out that it is a gig for Kiehl's, which I don't really know a lot about. It's odd because I don't hear a lot of people talking about Kiehl's, and let me know in the comments if you like that skincare line. It's yeah, so it's not for a makeup thing, it's for skincare, but it offers 20 something bucks an hour, and it's full time, so you can get like benefits and all that jazz. And I'm thinking, well, you know, I would still, who knows, it could be great. So he says to me, okay, well, you know, blah blah blah, thank you for coming in, yada yada, and this young lady named Lisa will be calling you, and you know, go from there. And I'm thinking, oh, you know, phenomenal. So we have a good, you know, interview, and I leave. What was it? Was it Wednesday? Maybe something like that. It's like Wednesday or whatever. She calls. It was a couple days after. Maybe it was like Monday. I think it was actually Monday because it was before I started working for my friend. So it's Monday. I get this call from this girl, Lisa, and we have another really great like phone. We're totally vibing. I feel like this chick and I, we could be friends. We just hit it off, and I'm like, this is in the bag. I'm gonna get this freaking job. So it's all going good, and hang up the phone, get on with my day, get my stuff together, and I go start working my job for the week that, you know, I have so I can make some money, thank God. And I get a call. She says that Nordstrom's will be calling to carry on. I won't no longer be talking to her. I'll be talking to them because that's who I'd be, you know, working through and getting paid from. Fine and good. Nordstrom's calls, and I'm thinking, all right, well, I need to start working my schedule around because I'm pretty sure, I mean, obviously they're calling to hire me, and I'm like, okay, now I gotta, you know, zhuzh some things and do this and that and you know, whatever. And I'm working for my friend at the time, and then once it wrapped and I got in my car, was heading home, I'm getting ready to listen to the message. So I'm in traffic playing the message, and feeling like fully like, okay, I'm ready to hear when they want me to come in and start doing the thing. And they're saying, well, thank you so much for your applying to da-da-da. Unfortunately, we've decided to go ahead with another applicant, yada, yada, yada. And wow, you know, what an ego check. I was a little offended too. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Really? I mean, I've got my hours in makeup artistry. I've been working in customer service for like, I don't know, longer than I care to mention. And both interviews went really well. I actually made an effort, not like the restaurant. Remember, we talked about that, and I wasn't really trying because yeah, it was a thing. Long story. Go see the video. It was a whole thing. If you haven't already, I was surprised. I was surprised, and I was a little offended, and I really thought that I had the job. It was so weird. Yeah. But they decided to go with a different applicant. I don't know if maybe because I didn't have enough information or knowledge of Kiehl's or whatever the case may be, but I seriously thought that they were just, you know, calling to hire me, and that was it. And I had a gig to last me while the strike was going. So I don't. And it certainly humbled me. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I don't feel like I needed that necessarily. What I needed was the job. And it wasn't even that I wanted the job. It's not like I'm vying to work at Nordstrom's like it's my dream freaking gig, but I really thought, you know, have you ever had that experience before? You're just like, and you just nailed it. You're like, this is like, dude, it's in the bag. And then it's not, and you're just like, wow, it just blindsided me. It just freaking, yeah, it did a whole thing. It was weird. So anyway, it took me a minute to get over it. I'm still kind of dealing with it. I'm still a little whatever, but it's okay because I just went there today and a little shopping around and kind of like did my little window shopping stuff. Nothing I really wanted to buy there, but I'm not going to stop hanging out and boycott them or anything. That's just stupid. But I was really like, what? I just had that moment. Yeah, so there went that. And it was a long interview too. I'm like, damn, all that time and they didn't even give me the freaking job. Okay, all right, Nordstrom's. Whatever. I love this bronzer. Speaking of nothing to do with Nordstrom's, this bronzer is phenomenal. It's gorgeous. So I want to move on to this, and it is the Makeup by Mario blush. I feel like I'm gonna freaking love this. I do. I feel like I'm gonna love it. Another really fun thing that happened, which is why I was able to have a shopping spree in the first place. Look at this. Because like you guys know, I haven't really been buying much because I haven't been working much. It's been kind of creepy, deepy, scary, hairy, Mary, Larry, Carrie. That is so freaking gorgeous. It's a balm too. Let me just swatch it a little bit for you guys so you can see. It's supposed to be a light wash of color, hyaluronic acid. It gives like a little glow. We're going to put it on. They said to use a brush when I was reading the deal. It just says saturate a blush brush, their particular brush, which I don't have. I have this one. And then stipple it on the face. So we're going to go in with a brush. I was thinking a makeup sponge, but cool, you know, whatever. I have a brush. We're going to rock it out. So the reason why I felt a little more confident to go ahead and, whoa, like that, do a little shopping, my neighbors, the ones that like me over on this side, came over because their son, let's see, ooh, okay, I'm gonna, hang on one second, look at this. Oh my goodness, did I grab too much? It's supposed to be light wash. Is there ever too much? Yes, there is. Yeah, you can put too much blush on. I know I can. I've done it many times before where I'm like, ah, shit. But this is nice. So they have kids and they're both really adorable. They're so cute. So they came over one day, a couple weeks back, and their son was doing like a deal for one of his little sports teams, and it was to buy like a raffle ticket or a spot on like a fantasy team of who you think think's gonna win, whatever. So I did both, and it came out to like $20 just to help. And this kid is so precious. They both are. They're such great kids, and I really like our neighbors. They're really nice people, and I was like, screw it, you know, I'm just get both. Look how pretty this is. Does it have a glow? It does. Look how radiant that looks. I have to stop for a second. That's gonna be so. Dude, I'm thinking summertime. I'm thinking tan. I'm thinking. It's beautiful now. I mean, it's gray as all get out today, but oh my god, like the beach, or just like having dinner by the beach, or lunch, brunch, summer, glistening, glowing skin, and this is like phenomenal. I do feel like, though, honestly, I feel like a brush is good, but I would also feel good with a sponge as well. Maybe because the sponge sucks up product. Let's just see. I don't know. I keep saying this is not a review. This is just me chatting, but I'm also like, it's not a review. But I do feel like I would do a sponge next time instead of it. That's so pretty. And you still see plenty of colors. So it's like, I guess it's dealer's choice. They say a brush, I say sponge. But it's my face. I'm going to do whatever the hell I want. So there you go. It is freaking gorgeous though. I love it. So, okay, back to my story. He comes over, little son there, adorable. And I said, okay, I don't know. What do you think? You pick for me. So he picks the little check box, and both Pat and my name on there, and give him the $20 and like, good luck with, you know, you're collecting of, you know, tickets and for your team, and yay, because yay, he's just a little guy, just so cute, and off they go. So a couple weeks pass, and honestly, I'm not even thinking about it. I've gone on with my freaking day, and then I run into him while I'm, you know, like bringing in groceries or something like that. Pat and I went grocery shopping, something like that happened. I think I'm going to use Lash Princess today. I'm just going to keep it soft and natural. I don't know. I'm just really liking it. It's so pretty. Where's my curler? So I'm bringing in the groceries, and I guess they heard us. We're like out there laughing, talking, doing that thing. And then they come by, and they're like, hey, or actually what it was they came out and they said, hey, you know, congratulations, you won something. I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding? I won something from the raffle. And he's like, no, you won from the box, the team that you said was going to win. That's the team that won. So you won that deal. And I was like, oh my God, that's so freaking cool. I'm thinking, well, oh, what did I win? I don't know. I'd forgotten what they said. I forgot. I couldn't remember at the time. I had no idea, honestly. Well, it turns out that I won $250. I did. Me. I never really win much of anything, to be honest. I mean, I'll win like little bits here and there in Vegas and all that stuff, but a raffle, I never thought in a million years I'd win anything. But it turns out I won $250, and that was rocking. I was so stoked. I'm thinking, dude, that is going to be amazing for like groceries and all that right now, considering that it was before I'd even heard from my friend about the job, and I was like, oh, what a relief. Thank God, because that's going to help financially, and I'm so glad, because groceries are freaking expensive, dude. I didn't expect to win anything, but look at that. I won. So that was something that happened that I thought was pretty cool. But it's also, instead of buying just groceries, which I did buy today, I went and got some stuff from Sephora so I could try it. Because when I saw this blush, I was like, you know what? I need this.
I don't need it. I really don't. I don't need any blush. I have a ton of blush. Let's be real.
Currently, I have zero regrets because look at this. It's so pretty. So I did. I won. I won the little deal and I got $250. And I found out that this person that I thought was someone that I could like work with was a total scandalous B word and shocking. And Nordstrom's doesn't want to give me a job. What else? So many things. Let me take my hair down. And yeah, this is, we're getting into like finished look territory. I'm telling you, I feel like this is going to be something pretty close to, I mean, I'm sure there'll be times where I'll glam it up a lot more than this, but visualize with me. I've got cute little rings on and I'm like a little strappy dress and like maybe my hair's like, I'll leave it like naturally curly and like put it up a little bit and just like with, you know, like that. Yeah, I see it. I feel it. And I'm not like stressed about money. Maybe I'm like somewhere on a beach and I'm like retired. I don't know. This is the finished look. Yeah, I love it. It's so pretty. I don't know. I love this blush. This blush is freaking gorgeous. Zero regrets. It's just so something. It's giving me all like the summer beautiful glowiness that I love. Again, this isn't a review, but I can't help myself. This is really pretty. I want to use this a couple times. I feel like in the monitor it looks really, really yellow. I need to just try it again and really get like a better formed opinion on it. The Fenty one, I love. I'm always going to love that one. Maybe that's why I'm like a little thrown off, but it's very moisturizing. It does feel very lightweight. It's not heavy or anything crazy like that. It feels really nice on the skin. I like it. I need a little more time with it. We need to really like marinate on it because my Fenty one has just got my heart, you know, it really, but I love Rare Beauty. I mean, I feel like everything that I've tried from the brand, the blush and the highlighter and all that, it's just, the lip tint, oh my God, everything's, you know, it's fantastic. It's a great makeup line. Love it. The Makeup by Mario, what I've tried so far, love it. The look, love it. The stories, well, a couple of them are, you know, the winning, yay! The person that decided to talk crap about me behind my back, not really very good with the goodliness. I still don't know how I'm going to field that conversation when it does happen, but I will certainly keep you posted. And yeah, I'm going to do my best to just keep it together and keep it moving. And as far as work goes, just pray for me because yeah, greatly appreciate it. But yeah, this is the look, and I just wanted to sit down and share some of those stories with you guys and have a little fun. And let me know what you think in the comments. And yeah, that's going to do it for me today, kids. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching. As always, I really do appreciate it. And I will catch you all in the next one. Bye!